Hello, it is Work in Progress Wednesday. I don't have a heap to update you on this week. Last week's was kind of a bumper episode because I'd been away from YouTube for a couple of weeks. So there's a little bit happening, but not a huge amount of anything. This has not progressed very far. So that's how that's looking. This is still on the loom, I don't know if you can tell. That's the little 20 gram balls of sock yarn that I was talking about last week in a sort of random warp with a very, very fine weft. Now I'm really happy with how that's working. I'm happy with the balance there, and I'm happy with how the fine weft is letting the colours through. But you know, I haven't even finished a shuttle since I showed it to you. I think I've got maybe 2.5 layers on the front beam. I've got way more than that on the back beam. It's just been really slow, and I haven't felt like working on it. It's not unpleasant to weave, it's just time consuming, it's slow, and you feel like you're a little bit running on the spot. And I wanted a little bit more instant gratification. So I'm going to put this down because there's really nothing more to say about that. I have a long way to go. It should come off the loom in 8 to 10 weeks, maybe. But I'm going to put this down because I did get something off the loom just today. So 1 second while I go over here. Okay, so this came off the loom about 10 minutes ago. It's been a busy day. I would have got it finished earlier, but things happened. I'm going to show you the length. This was on my big loom, so obviously making full use of my full 60 centimetres width on the big loom to whip up a little scarf. It's about 180 centimetres long, I think. So the weft here is, no, I was going to say Bendigo Woolen Mills, but that's the warp. We'll get to that. It's pattern Sierra Chunky. Yes, that sounds right. I've said it out loud now, so it must be true. In that shifting blue and purple colourway. And it's got some really beautiful purples in it, particularly, like at this end. I'll show you properly. So it's a nice chunky yarn to weave up quickly, which is I needed because I'm using that very fine yarn on the little loom, which feels like you're not really moving. So to get this done quite quickly was nice. I've woven the fringes back into the body, the body of the scarf, and that gives you that sort of flattish, if you ignore that bit, flattish end. Once it's wet finished, those ends, which I'm not showing you because my hands didn't work, there we go, these ends here will be trimmed off. So that is a nice quick project. I've got some more of this Sierra Chunky, so I might warp up another scarf, just so I've got something quick to do while I'm also working on that really fine one that is taking forever. It's not a complaint. Weaving can be slow. It's fine. It's just taking forever. So that's it for the weaving for this week. But I also have the crochet cardigan thing, the crochet Shawly cardigan thing. There's a branch here. I keep stepping on it, and you might be able to hear the leaves jiggle. But, you know, that's because we're outside. I'm down here. I'm coming back. Hang on. So I have in here, let me grab the right ball of yarn because one of these is attached to it. Oh, there we go. So I have moved on to a new skein. Look at that, very exciting, progress. And I'm into some of the decorative rounds now. So this is how it is looking. It is looking like that. It's getting harder to get it in shot. I'll show you these decorative rounds in close up in a bit. Is that the right way up? I'm so bad at getting the right way up. There we go. That's the right way up. So that is curling in a little bit, but that's because of the way I'm holding it. Nobody tell me to wrong it. It's the way I'm holding it. So it is coming along really well. I'm into these decorative rounds here, which are a little bit tight, I think, but they will be okay with blocking. So there's those decorative rounds with clusters of double trebles, or trebles if you're using American terms, sort of a shell cluster all the way around. There's another, I think, 3 or 4 rounds like that. And then we get to the point where I have to count 276 single crochet, and I don't want to do that. I'm not looking forward to that. Once I get past that round, everything's going to be fine. But there is a round, I think it's 270, it's something like that, and it's like, make sure that you have 276 single crochet. And I was like, maybe I don't want to make sure. Maybe I just want to live on the edge. Maybe I just want to be free. But I will count them, and I will make sure that there's enough stitches or not too many stitches or whatever. But it is coming along quite slowly now. I was going to say quite quickly. These mesh bits, really quick. I could get, if I sat down at the end of the day, I could get 2 rounds in before I went to bed, because that's when I crochet. It's my sort of wind down. I'm getting maybe 1 round or even not quite a full round because there's so many more stitches with all of these little shells happening. So it is slowing down, but it is still coming along. I'm really pleased with it. I think it's going to look fantastic. I've just got quite a lot more to do on it before it becomes a wearable cardigan. I mean, it's wearable now. I could just have a little tiny circle vest with tiny little sleeve holes like that. Like an economy of sleeve holes. I think that's what we need as a society. I don't know what I'm talking about. I am going to end it there because I have nothing further to say. No further statement. Oh, I think that made sense. I don't know. I've lost the ability to tell. You have a lovely rest of your week. Take care of yourself, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.